Hello everyone, my name is Szymon Rybczak and I'm 17 years old, React Native developer at Callstack. And today we are at React Native EU 2023 that is happening in Wrocław. And today with me is Alex Hunt. Could you please introduce yourself?
Hi, yeah, I'm Alex. I'm a software engineer at Meta. I'm on the React Native developer experience team. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, it's really a pleasure to talk with you. Is it your first time at React Native EU?
It's my third time at React Native EU.
Oh!
So I was here as a React Native developer when I was part of a startup building their React Native app in 2019, where it was in this conference hall. So I remember it kind of when it was big, as we've scaled back up to this year, all in person. And then I was here last year for the hybrid event, where I was at the Core Contributors Summit, and I was, an attendee. This year I'm speaking, and I've spoken.
Yeah.
So it's my third time here, and it's good to be back in the big conference space.
Yeah. How are you feeling about after your talk?
Extremely relieved. It's only my second public talk ever. The prep was a bit easier this time. It was a segment of the keynotes, and that's certainly a relief and a relaxation after doing it, and lots of prep beforehand. So happy.
Yeah, it was really great. You need to check it out. It will be published at Callstack YouTube channel. So check it out. What makes you come back to React Native EU conference?
Well, we like to get out there, see all our partners represent and update the world about React Native. So React Native EU is a big community-run conference in Europe. We're the subset of the React team that's in London. So naturally, it's where we come out to see you. Lots of our partners are here. Callstack. So we're here because it's local. It's at a kind of select time of the year. To give updates.
Yeah, that's cool. Good to have you guys here and to discuss the stuff related to React Native. And what have you enjoyed the most so far?
Just getting the speech done with, really. The networking as well. I loved the weather's been great. The ice cream we just had. I'm really looking forward to the karaoke when that happens. That's really big.
Yeah, that's the best part of the party. So you said that you're working in the React Native core team. How did you start working there? How long you are working for Meta? And
so I've been working for Meta about 3 years, on and off between different teams. So I was kind of at WhatsApp to begin with before I moved to React Native. But I joined the company kind of with the aspirational goal of one day maybe working on React or React Native. I loved using it for years as a user, kind of React Native in 2016 onwards, coming to this conference before I joined Meta. And I guess the hope was see if I could join the company because it was a big and exciting place to work at, but to get closer to maybe the prospect of working close to the React team someday or on the latest version of those technologies. I just kept my eye out within the company for when there was a vacancy on that team. And then when the DevX team grew last year, about 15 months ago, I joined this team. And then I came to the Core Contributors Summit last year, kind of fresh. And then I've come again this year, with some more tenure in the team, hopefully have contributed stuff by this point. And I'm really glad to be part of it. It's definitely my dream role.
Yeah, good to hear this. You're working in the core team and you're right now focusing on the debugging part.
Yes.
And I'm the React Native community CLI maintainer and we are sometimes collaborating. And could you please share the plans for debugging? I know that you mentioned that in talk, but could you please share something for our listeners?
In a nutshell, our plans for debugging are to actually own the debugging space within the DevX team. It's been raised time and time again by the community as a kind of weak spot in React Native that needs improvement. We agree. The Flipper product's been around for a while. We've looked at it and kind of their approach has diverged a little. And so we're investing in kind of our own React Native debugger and improvements to the current debugging stack in collaboration with the Hermes team, in collaboration with Expo. The approach we're now taking essentially is to use the Chrome DevTools protocol stack and Chrome DevTools front end in React Native and kind of increase the coverage of browser-like debugging features we offer in React Native. So
that's great.
Yeah. We necessarily have to focus when it's a small team looking at debugging. But we want to make, what's provided the framework, what matters to most React Native engineers, the JavaScript debugging core of our debugger products as good as it can be. And then later in the year, next year, kind of expand outward features, say network debugging, and an integrated, unified front end that has React DevTools in there as well, and update our docs and just create a clear, official way to do debugging in React Native that's first party from us. With that as well, getting rid of the old debugging workflows, so like JSC remote debugging, Flipper. There were kind of many ways that this was done before, and when they didn't work perfectly or have kind of degraded over time, we want to get rid of those and provide one official supported way of debugging. And this is what Expo decided to do as well.
Yeah. I talked with Cedric and he was also really excited about the stuff that we are doing in the debugging space. I'm really excited that we will have one solution for this. And what I'm most excited that we will have the one-click debugging workflow. Could you please elaborate on this?
Yeah, so the one-click debugging workflow is replacing the current Action 2 Flipper in the dev menu and introducing a J hotkey in CLI, similar to Expo, where this is a one-click action that will invoke either Chrome or Edge on your system and start a Chrome DevTools instance for you.
And you can start debugging right away.
Yeah, start debugging right away. Something you don't really need to think about installing as a one-click flow as the new default experience.
Great, that's really great developer experience. When we can expect this whole thing in next version of React Native, or?
Yes, we'll have a kind of minimal version of this in the next version of React Native. It comes with our new kind of React Native authored Chrome DevTools front end, where it'll be a minimal set of JS debugging features that work with a UI customized with the goal of removing features that our dev server backend, our debugging backend doesn't currently offer. And that's in React Native 73 later this year, kind of this autumn. But then for next year, for React Native 74, bringing additional capabilities into this and building out this debugger from React Native that works really well.
Great job. Really, really great job.
It's exciting stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And last question from me is how do you manage time between open source and the internal project that you have in Meta?
It's quite good in DevX. I think when it comes to planning, I like to think about the users that we're serving as being kind of the full overlap of the open source DevX is good and we use them internally so everyone wins. But how it effectively works out is there's a number of responsibilities we have to the Meta teams throughout the year, whether it be kind of on-call support for React Native engineers at Meta, JavaScript, infra support for engineers on mobile code bases. This takes a portion of our time all the time, but the remainder, which is most of our time, is for planned projects, where we do aim to make, I personally aim to make each bit of effort we do improve the open source picture, because that improves React Native for everyone. And with debugging specifically, we've done a nice project recently, which me and you, we were moving parts of CLI plugin Metro out of the CLI into a kind of shared plugin. This has not only enabled Expo in their next SDK to reuse the launch flow logic for our debugger, but it enables our internal FP Metro CLI to reuse this as well, which is like deleted some duplicated code for us and put everyone on the new experience, and meant we can iterate that as one thing and everyone gets the benefits.
Great. Everyone gains and everyone can use these great tools. So yeah. So thanks for listening. Today with me was Alex Hunt.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, this was really a pleasure. And I can't wait for the next React Native EU that will have part in 2024. And so see you there, guys. Bye.
If you liked what you've just heard, check out more of the conference content. Follow us on social media, subscribe to our newsletter, and see you at React Native EU 2024.